Okay, guys, welcome. This is the game that got me to silver. I want to share this. This is actually like one of my proudest games. It was a very close call, and honestly, I didn't think that I would win. To be honest, it was like a. All right, so I ended up playing. I won my first game as Corky mid. The enemy team surrendered, and then lost 2 games after that. A lot of things happened. I didn't play well on my second game in the promos, but this game really stood out. Really stood out for me. So I'm gonna share this one with you guys. Also, I have some good Xayah plays too. Like, I'm not the best Xayah, but she's someone that I've always been interested in learning. So, I don't know. I'm just going to mess around with some settings. Don't mind me. Also, I had a really good,
Look at you.
I had a really good support this game too. Having a good support is really important for being able to play well. Especially with Xayah, because she's not a champion that can just go around and smack people up. Like, she isn't. She's a great kiter, but like her kiting comes more from like being behind other teammates. Like, so if you're gonna play Xayah, or if you're gonna like support a Xayah, make sure that you're playing a tank. If you're gonna pick Xayah, make sure there's like someone that you can always stand behind. Like, it doesn't even have to be your support, but like if you have like a Zac or like any kind of tankish champion, or like a Darius or someone that can like kind of soak damage while you do your thing, like kind of keep people off of you. Very good option. Then it's usually a good idea to pick Xayah. Because even if you don't do well in lane, honestly, you can still make up for it. So the game's underway. Yeah, so my Thresh was actually surprisingly good. Their Morgana was okay too, but we got away with a lot of harassment and stuff. And also, like, my game plan was kind of just to CS up and kind of outscale MF, or like try to outscale her, like wait for ganks, like do my best to like kind of not feed, because MF is one of those champions that's like, she's really annoying. She does a lot of early game damage, and despite her mana cost, like, it's very significant. Having Thresh, I can play a little bit more aggressive, because he's more of a safe champion. Even into a Morgana, I feel like he's pretty safe. Especially when it comes to ganking too. Okay, so yeah, Morgana misses her Q. And see, I just punish her right there. I know I'm level 2. Misfortune's level 2 as well. But I'm not really afraid of Misfortune. And the reason why I'm not afraid is because if I get rid of Morgana out of lane, like if we're able to pick Morgana out, or like get her low, she's not going to want to engage in on us. Thresh lands a nice hook right there, right? And then she ends up auto-attacking. And my minions attack her. She pops her heal, so now I know I'm at an advantage. So I'm gonna play this lane a little more aggressively now, because I can push this up and not have to worry too much. Now I guess ganks are a thing, obviously. And she did use heal, so like Morgana got the heal too. But at the same time, her summoner spell being down allows me to make a little bit more risky plays, or at least go for a little bit better trading. Fresh machine is hook. Alright, so we're gonna check out what's going on top lane, because I think first blood happens up here soon. Yeah, it does. So we had a Karma. The Thresh he was a good support, but he was kind of toxic. He kept like going, oh, why don't you do this, or why don't you do that? Like, he was kind of like complaining a lot, and he actually flamed Karma pretty bad. And he was like, oh, you don't do any damage, da 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 da. The funny thing is that Karma actually did do damage that game, especially to Tryndamere. I think that Karma had played her champion the best she could. Alright, because I want to see like what happens here. Hold up, alright, I'm low on HP. Okay. I'm low on HP, but I'm pushing up anyway. I really don't care. Like, long hair, don't care. Really? How does she die?
First blood.
Okay. So that's how she dies. This game was really intense for me. Especially because like, I had a lot on the line. It took me over 100 games to get out of bronze. Which isn't normal. For me anyway. Like, normally it's like maybe 20 games. I actually ended up duoing with people. And I didn't play that well with them. Or they didn't play that well. Like, I kind of like... I don't like duoing because like... When I play normals, it's okay, like, you know, if they make mistakes or whatever. But the problem with ranked is, like, I take ranked a lot more seriously, and I still, like, focus on having fun, but at the same time, I want to win, and I want to climb, and some people, like, don't understand mechanics, they don't understand game knowledge, like, they lack a lot of concept, so... And this is, alright, this is a fun play right here. And this is what I'm talking about, like, gameplay and mechanics, ready? So watch what he's going to do. He's going to walk into this bush, and I'm like, okay, I know I can fight him. Thresh is right there. I could get my root off. He was going to get greedy. Thresh gets the kill, but I get the assist. So now I'm laning pretty strong now. I have some extra gold in my back pocket. I have 38 CS, which isn't perfect, but it's still something. Better than Misfortune still, and she's still a lane. So... Zed's doing okay against Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath was, honestly, the biggest problem in this game. And I think I handled it pretty well, considering. I did actually kind of, like, end at the end of the game. I, like, died too many times, but... I mean, 6 times out of 20-something kills isn't bad, but still. I digress. Okay. So we're gonna go back down here. So Zach's doing big Zach things. I feel like he should have showed himself into a lane a lot earlier. I didn't really see him gank anywhere. And like being Zach, I feel like he should have. I think he should have ganked. Like having that elastic slingshot, man. Like no one has that range in the game. I think Lissandra's the only person that can, or one of the few champions that can gap close. She can gap close like this. Up here, all the way to down here with just her E. I know Zach can too, but they're like one of the few champions, so that's why like when you play them, ganking is always like something that you should always try to at least do. MF steps up too far. I was actually waiting for her to auto attack Thresh, because when she does that, the minions will attack her, and I want to play around my minions. Okay, so she pops heal. Thresh lands a hook. I make sure to move, like, kind of next to her, because I threw all my daggers over here. So I made sure to move next to her, so that all my feather daggers would, like, just collapse into her, and do a ton of damage, and hopefully secure a kill, which it did. So at this point, I know I know how strong I am, and I kind of, like, and knowing how good Thresh is, or at least how decent Thresh is, woo, excuse me, I'll be honest. Knowing how decent Thresh is kind of a comfort. I kind of know, like, if their jungler comes, he's probably going to end up dying. I dropped that pink ward by accident. I pressed the wrong button. But at the same time, I was kind of like, okay, you know what? Maybe she'll, like, go for it. Like, try and, like, destroy it. And that'll be a play. So Zach's there, so I know he can play a little bit aggressive. Boom. Another kill. Thresh lands a hook, get the kill. And there's nothing Morgana can do. She has like no mana. She wasn't able to back. Zach was right there in everyone's face. I think he still has his passive too, so there was literally no way that they were getting away alive with that.
Feathers fly!
I missed my ultimate actually right there, but it still translates into a kill, I think. Okay, so Zach flashes. This is the thing I didn't like. I think we should have attacked bot turret and lowered its HP as low as possible, but instead he gets really, really greedy, and he ends up paying the price. I just heal, flash, whatever. I don't think Morgana died before that. Oh no, she did, but I still got the 300 gold. So now she decreased in value. Oh, she got the reset on her gold. Okay. By killing Zac, she got the reset. So it was actually kind of worth it. And then I just kind of like, whatever. Like, I knew my strengths. And I knew that Misfortune probably wasn't going to kill me. Especially having Thresh there with his lantern. So I was like, I made a ballsy play. And it paid off. Don't always do that, though. Not always a good idea. So here's Zed. I didn't like this Zed at all. Like, Zed kind of inted and like made things worse and put us behind this game, and it was pretty aggravating. I feel like and this is just me, but I feel like most of the team was just there, and I kind of made things happen, and I carried the game. I just took advantage of like everyone else being attacked. Like, they didn't focus me down, and that's why they lost. They were never able to really get to me. So they kind of did their job healing, but like Zed just didn't make good decision making. Karma had some bad decision making too. So did the enemy team though. So they're all trying to do dragon at this point. And I'm like, no, we're gonna zone him. We're either gonna zone him or we're gonna kill him. So I throw out my Q. He ends up dodging. I back off because I don't want Dragon to attack me. I don't mind if it attacks Morgana because I can just stay there. Morgana roots me. But I see Zed coming up from behind. So I kind of just keep kiting around. Thresh comes and lands his hook. And that's just a guaranteed kill. He was probably going for his R. So then I stand over here, and I was actually kind of waiting for Thresh to like go for another play. Alright, let's see what Zed does. Zed doesn't do anything. Okay, so I was waiting for Thresh to make a play, but he ended up backing off. So I end up backing instead, because I'm like, you know what? I can just buy my Infinity Edge. So this is the part where Thresh like ends up BMing me. It's coming up. He ends up going like, you have Infinity Edge, use it. And I think it's because I didn't take Infernal Drake or something with him, right? What I ended up doing was... Okay. I shouldn't like spoil this. I'm being so bad. Alright. So Zed ends up dying. Classic Zed. Or classic bad Zed. Like, he definitely didn't know the range of his champion. He should refund that skin. He definitely doesn't know the range, though. He has 42 CS at 12 minutes. Not saying I'm doing amazing, I just hit the 80 mark. But at least I'm doing something, and I'm not feeding. This guy's just feeding, he's not being productive, he's not pushing lanes, he's not helping anyone, he keeps dying and feeding people. Like, he doesn't know his champion's range. He doesn't know what he can get away with. And that's a problem. Like, look at that. Okay? Like, why would you walk in on that? I know Zac's there, but that doesn't mean you should initiate. You have no HP. You just used your W and your E and your Q. Like, half your skills are down. Like, dude, seriously. Karma's dead. Okay, so then they end up pinging this. So, I do massive amount of damage. This dragon's not going to survive. They're junglers. Whew. Oh, excuse me. Long night. This game tired me out, to be honest. I was so exhausted. I was kind of tilted last night. That's why I'm actually surprised I played this well. So he got mad. I think he dies here. And he goes like, oh, use your Infinity Edge. And I'm like, I did. And that's why I'm alive and you're not. It's because I didn't like go balls deep and get caught. Alright, so now I'm hitting their back. The back of their turret. I see that Kane's over there. I get shut down. Damn, dude, you guys damage. I kind of thought I would get some peel though, like Zac would like use his elastic slingshot to like kind of peel him off or grab him or something, but I mean, expectations of others, man. Don't have them. There's no point. So Zac's doing his blue, Karma's doing her thing. She's pushing in top. So the thing I did like about Karma is she kind of fed, but she CS'd properly. She out CS'd Tryndamere, so that's huge, because that means that she technically has more kills than he does. And she also like kind of kept him pushed in and shoved. She didn't really give him room to breathe or room to roam, and she didn't give him the time to farm, which I think is highly important. Okay, so they chase. Is this the BM part? I'm trying to like remember if this is the BM part. Yeah, Thresh was pretty cocky. I mean, he was good, but he was cocky. And he was only good. He wasn't making like freaking Afro move plays or anything, but he certainly was decent. So now, alright, they fight up here, right? I don't want to go in on this. Cho'Gath's kind of tanky. He's kind of powerful. And this is the part where they get mad, ready? So he's pinging for me to help. There's 3 people up there, and I don't want to fight that. Zac has no HP to even fight, and they're not even paying attention to me. Look at that. They're all diving. So I'm like, okay. I took first turret and got 650. Like, is that worth? Yeah. Does it suck they died? Yeah. So that's the part where I get BM'd. He's like, oh, use your Infinity Edge. I did. As you can see. Now look at this. I'm pushing him mid. I see that Karma needs some help. Or I thought she would need some help. But she was Gucci. I actually should have just kept pushing in that tower. But yeah. You know, I'm like, screw it. I'm just gonna farm. I'm just gonna do what I need to do to win this game. I'm gonna play my strengths. I'm not gonna let other people like deter me. So Zed just goes for a 1v2. I don't really agree with it. He doesn't even use his shadows. I think he ends up dying again. Yep. Oh wait, hold up. I want to like rewind that for a second. Rewind, because I want to see how this guy died. Okay, Thresh lands a decent hook. I already set up all my feather daggers. He gets rooted, and I do a decent amount of damage. And especially having Karma there, there's just no way he was getting out of it. Thresh KS's, but what else is new? I mean, there was no way for Cho'Gath to escape that. He was gonna die. I make sure to get that last hit, baby. I'm all about stats, man. My stats matter, okay? Alright, so we just one lane for Zed, which is nice. I'm gonna head down bot to farm. Something's going on over here. Let's check it out. Okay, so as you can see, like, Tryndamere cannot 1v1 her. Focus. He just can't. She just freaking wrecks his day. There's Cho'Gath. He's trying to make a play top. So I see that Cho'Gath and Tryndamere are top lane. Morgana's trying to make a play down here. I end up backing off. I'm not overly eager to fight a Morgana, especially the fact that she's like 5-3, despite being a support. And she has some items, and she kind of actually does hurt if she lands all her stuff on you. So Thresh, that was an impressive dodge. That was a blind dodge. I actually like give mad props to Thresh for that. I really do. That was pretty sick. Okay, so MF is bot. Red turret gets destroyed. I actually ping to rotate because I see that this is a great opportunity. Zac's still alive. He gets a kill off on Kayn. Flashes. Actually, I'm actually not mad at that flash. I have to say that flash was pretty good. They still committed too hard. And the fact that he didn't get hit by Cho'Gath, like, it makes it sort of worth it. So Cho'Gath's just trying to, like, run. He's doing anything he can to live. He ain't doing enough, if you ask me, though. Rip. There you go. And this is where I actually hit my power spike, too. Wow. They do quite a bit of damage to this turret, my god. Okay, there's Zed, trying to be a hero.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, look at that, man. 15 HP. Okay, so I ping out this. I want that Infernal Drake. Literally, I popped that also. Like, I'm kind of a dick, but I popped that because I knew Morgana took some damage, and I didn't want her to like get any fruit. There goes Kane. I don't know why Zed flashed there. Me and Thresh were right there. I think that was a really bad call. You can tell this guy has no idea what he's doing, though.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, they're picking to defend that, but I don't agree with that. 15 HP freaking turret, I don't think should be defended. There's just no point. So I end up going for their back line because I don't want them to be able to make any dank plays on me. I almost die here, so this is the fun part. I think I actually do die. Do I? Oh yeah, rip.
Shut down.
Falter.
Still got the kill. It was worth it. I mean, when you get into the thick of it, I killed MF, killed Morgana, and then killed Cho'Gath. That's worth it. Alright, watch this, man. Morgana does no damage, right? I mean, Karma does no damage.
Never falter.
Remember, guys, Karma doesn't do damage. she in one combo, she literally took Tryndamere down to nothing. He would have had an ult right, and now he's not able to fight this. So we're all just going ham on drag. Karma's zoning. Like, this Karma was actually really good. I think I honored her at the end of the game because she was actually pretty decent. She zoned, which you gotta appreciate. Okay, so here's Cho'Gath, the poor sap. I'm throwing everything I can at him. I also built Black Cleaver. Not a bad purchase on Xayah. And the reason why is the movement speed that you get, even though it's halved, honestly, I think that it's still worth it. It makes kiting so much easier. You get that in Blade of the Rune King, and there's a lot you can do. So the feathers fly. I pull way too early. I actually should have waited a little bit. So they end up fighting Cho'Gath, but I don't really want to dive on him. I want to kill MF. She's the real threat. So I kill MF, and I start getting... Oh, I have death stance? Jesus.
Red team double kill.
So he ends up getting a double kill, and he ends up...
Executed.
Did you... Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, dude? Oh my god. This guy... I don't know what he's doing, but it's just... See, guys, you can get bad teammates, but you can still carry games. Sometimes it doesn't work like that, but I should have committed harder to that. Actually, I would have killed him, at least Kane. So I kind of zone him off of the turret. Morgana comes up though, and I really don't want to fight that. So I'm like, you know what? Like, if I get locked down, I'm dead. Tryndamere has ultimate. Morgana's root lasts forever, and she probably has ultimate too, or is like getting close to it. I just don't want to take the chance. Alright, so gonna back again for the 100th time. Grab my next item. Woo. There we go. Get more HP. Get some CDR. And get some cleavage, if you will. The black cleavage. Alright. This is a Thresh play. This is Thresh's playmaking. Ready? Then in chat he goes, Karma, you suck, you do no damage. That was a Thresh play. I was pinging them back, actually. I signaled to be careful, as you can see. And instead of, and I did it like before he even thought about going in. And I was like, dude, don't do it. He went in anyway, and a 2v5 and died. And then Flames, Karma going, you suck.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So Zach kills for me. I didn't see MF coming up the side. I probably should have. So I was kind of like shot in the dark right there, like trying to get that kill. Zed gets it. That's fine. This is an interesting part right here. So MF is like, I don't even know what the hell they're doing. Alright, so I end up getting behind Thresh, which is nice. I'm in a sweet spot. There goes Karma, popping off. I get my kill. We get knocked up, like scrubs. Someone flashed for that. I don't know who flashed, but that was a bad call. Yeah. That wasn't pretty, guys. Don't judge me. Alright, so I make the call. I'm like, let's bust this open. Literally, let's just bust this game open. They can't fight us, really. Cho'Gath has to back. He can't defend by himself, as you've seen. Especially against 5 people, it's just not happening. But, team's a bunch of sissies. They're like, oh, yeah, let's go Baron, guys. I hate these calls. I really hate these calls. I really hate these calls. We could have popped mid, but we're going Baron instead. And Baron is an end to the memes. The good news is that I just like I waited in that bush because I knew they didn't have it warded, and I was like, Morgana's rolling up, and I could see her on the map. I'm going to one-shot her. So I guess we had to. Yeah, we keep fighting this. I think my team dies. Okay, yeah. So we fight those. Was my ultimate? No, my ultimate's not enough. Okay, so Cho'Gath gets 1. Alright, we get Baron. I flash over the wall. I haven't really used flash that much this game. Okay. So as you can see, MF is starting to actually come back into the game. Oh, oops. MF's coming back into the game. Only slightly, though. Off of, like, stupid Thresh plays. I don't know how much we do with this Baron, though. Oh, man. Let's see. So I use my ultimate to kind of save myself from MFs. Also to save myself from Tryndamere. Because me using my ult right there, like, allows me to, it allows me to counter engage, if you will, like, so Tryndamere's not going to be dashing in on me, trying to kill me, and MF gets rooted, so she's kind of just like a sitting duck. She's going to probably end up trying to cancel her ultimate to move away, but by that time it's too late. And then having Zac there, like, who just dove in, having Zac there, it makes the play even juicier, because he can just kite them and, like, be really annoying and be in their face, while I just completely start picking them off and annihilating their HP. I love having a Zac on my team, to be honest. Because he doesn't even have to, like, get fed. As long as he's just there, like, it makes it so much easier for me. So they're going for more kills. I'm at this point, I'm just like, whatever, you know, like, I can do this. I actually probably could have chased Morgana, like, I was gonna go the other way, but I decided against it. Cho'Gath's doing a lot of damage too, and he's just murking our team. And they got caught. Like, Thresh and Zed got caught again for the umpteenth time. I think he flashed for that though, Cho'Gath. So it was kind of worth it, but I just didn't want to die. So I see Kayn on my minimap. I know MF's bot. I know Kayn cannot 1v1 me. At least not at this point in the game. Zac pings red, so I'm like, you know what? Good idea. That allows me to kite so much easier, having a constant slow with my attack speed proc. Beautiful. MF splitting, which I don't necessarily agree with. I think they actually should have grouped. I'm just farming up like a mouse. My CS is actually terrible. At this point in the game, it's actually bad. That's because I like kept grouping and stopped farming to kind of help the team.
Is inexorable.
Okay, so now we have I ping everyone to mid. I'm like, look, we need to do this. Like, this is the game right now. This is the most important part of the game. Karma picks off Rana. We have to wait for waves here. This is the part, like, it kind of grows stale.
If you desire peace, you must prepare for war.
Honestly, I think Zac should have dove in. Zac and Thresh can take that turret easy. At this point, we could have tanked that. Alright, so Cho'Gath gets caught out, and this is where we kind of busted it. Right here. Boom. Dead. Dead.
Red team double kill.
They should have tanked the turret. I make sure to throw that auto attack before the minion dies. I really wish someone tanked that turret. We could have taken it. 2 people down. And we wait for minions. It's like, okay. That was a waste of time, but you know what? We still get it. Alright, look at Zed. Ready? Yeah, get him, Zed. That's how you do it. That's how you int. If you're learning, if you guys are new to inting, Zed does a full. This is Zed. What's his name? Torix Legends gives the full course on how to int properly and make it look like you're trying. Okay, Thresh is backing. Karma's rotating top. I kind of want this farm, honestly. I'm greedy. Shit. So. I also tell everyone to go top. I'm like, let's push top next because mid's been pushed in. There's no reason to push that lane anymore. Let it push by itself. Apply pressure to a new lane. But as you can see, they kind of don't want to help. Like Thresh and Zed are kind of just doing their own thing. I kind of get caught here. I think I should have threw a Q backwards.
Feathers fly!
So I end up getting shut down, sadly. That sucks. But it does lead to this play, which is kind of good. So.
Focus.
Blue team double kill. Aced.
Yes, flex that mastery 4. You're so good. So it led to a decent play. Bot lane's pushing pretty hard. Top lane's pushing. We could actually maybe get this tower. They have to defend their Nexus, because if they don't defend Nexus, it's gone. They lose one tower right there. Bam. I think we take this one. It just sucks because I wasn't there to chip away at this thing. This thing would have been dead 10 times over.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So it wasn't bad. And the bottom tower takes at least half HP. Cloud Drake comes up. I'm like, screw it, I'll solo this shit. Of course, freaking back gotta ruin my solo.
Red team has
Karma teleports in. I don't know where she teleported from, but I think it was a bad idea. It was Thresh. Thresh made the call for her to teleport in, but it was still a bad call.
Feathers fly!
Oh, that's how I killed him. So yeah, I got rooted by Morgana, but I guess I E and I kill Tryndamere because he walks in front of it. And then I killed MF. So they lost a significant source of their damage anyway. So I guess it's worth it. This game's stale without me, guys. It's just so stale. Alright, so now their Nexus is under attack again. The thing I love is that they, like, expended so many resources in other lanes that their Nexus really took a hit. Where it really couldn't afford to, if you will. So that inhibitor is going to be respawning soon, sadly. So we decided to go for Baron. That kind of pushed out bot. So they see us up here, but I'm actually not too worried. I'm actually comfortable enough, and I know I'm strong enough to do massive damage in a team fight. Okay. This is the part that really annoys me. This is why I didn't like Thresh. Like, the rest of the game I was kind of pissed off. So I'm right here, right? There's Zac. Zac's behind me, not in front of me. Doesn't go in. I'm zoned off. I could have walked all the way around, but I shouldn't have to. So I kind of just move up. Get the kill onto Tryndamere.
Feathers fly!
And then I got changed in speed.
Look what they did.
Blue team double kill.
Yep. That just happened. I used my ultimate too early. And Thresh is like, why weren't you with us? And I was like, dude. I was being zoned by Morgana and Cho'Gath. On top of being zoned, like, I don't think it was a good fight to pick. Like, I think that they should have rotated to us. Because, like, Cho'Gath is their best player. Everyone else on the team is mediocre at best. We should be trying to kill him, because if we kill Cho'Gath, literally, the rest of the game just follows. The game ends.
Part of something greater. Nothing else.
So... But it's whatever, dude.
Focus.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I think my last death actually ends up here. Yeah, this is my last death. So, we see that they're going for Baron, or at least attempting to.
Never falters.
And I knew Tryndamere wasn't going to follow through with the split push, because he actually hasn't all game. Like, he really hasn't split properly all game. Like, he'll push the wave a little bit, and then he'll, like, dip. Instead of waiting for someone to come. Or, like, warding, and then, like, you know what I mean? Like, he just... He just doesn't do anything. So he's rotating back mid. Zed's pushing in the inhibitor. We're keeping him right here. And they finally notice. So now they're rotating to Zed.
Has been destroyed.
He dies, but it's worth it.
Rampage.
Zac rotates bot. What do we do? I don't remember this part all too well. This part was kind of weird.
Focus.
Okay, so there's Tryndamere.
Feathers fly!
No lantern? No lantern. Yeah, I died there.
Approach.
Sa ela sa.
Rip.
Never falter.
Karma gets the lantern, of course.
Nowhere left to run.
Focus.
Stand in the Morgana pool, baby. That's how you do it. It's a buff. Alright, so I get up and now I break all hell. All hell busts loose. I'm not playing around anymore. I really wanted to win this game. Ready? Get ready, guys. Xayah. So bot lane's pushing, but it's actually not pushing against us. Thresh was like, push bot lane. And I'm like, no, let it self-push for now. Honestly, I think we should have went top. I think we end up doing Elder Drake. Yeah. I end up pinging Elder Drake because it's freaking free, man. MF's top, so she's irrelevant. Cho'Gath's mid, farming. He's irrelevant. So now I'm just scouting around, cutting off any exits or escapes. They're pinging me off of red, even though I like 3-shot it. So I ping this bush right here, because I know that it's not warded. Now if it gets warded, I'll rotate out of it. But I wanted to set up a nice ambush, because I knew that they were going to have to come bot to stop that. There's Cho'Gath. And here we go. Let the feathers fly. Get him. Cho'Gath gets moved. I don't know why he moved him all the way up there. Cho'Gath actually gets away. Yeah, so Zach kind of just screwed us. I get rooted. Rip.
Peace.
Distance is an illusion. Feel my power.
Focus. Never falter. Feathers fly! Focus.
Shut down.
We've destroyed it.
Ace.
Never falter.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Peace.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And yeah. At 43 minutes, 1 second,
Yeah, let's get
we win the game.
It was clean. I mean, it wasn't the cleanest, but it was pretty clean.
I made quite a few mistakes, but honestly, they weren't able to capitalize off of anything that we really messed up on. So it was all good. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for checking it out, and I'll see you next time when I run it down mid.